Amit Shah had already cast his vote. He hasn't cast his vote. He's there to receive the Prime Minister who will be casting his vote. Amit Shah will be casting his vote in Gandhinagar, a different polling booth, at 9:15 a.m. That's when that will happen. We, of course, will get you live images of that as well. But that cavalcade is about to arrive at the polling booth. These are live images of the Union Home Minister waiting there to receive the Indian Prime Minister. I want to quickly welcome onto our coverage very briefly Rajdeep Sardesai, a consulting editor, one of India's most experienced election journalists. He's with us this morning. Good morning, Rajdeep. Almost halfway down this election in terms of phases. We're going to be crossing the halfway mark in terms of seats by the end of today. What are the big factors to look out for, according to you, in this phase? We've got our eyes fixed on Gujarat right now.
Thanks very much, Shiv. Good to be with you this morning. Look, this is the phase where the BJP needs to push ahead because out of the 93 seats going to the polls, the BJP or the NDA had won 74, a majority of them with more than 50% of the vote. A state like Gujarat, for example, all 26 seats won by the BJP by more than 50% vote share. They dominated Madhya Pradesh, for example, where they won 28 of the 29. So the BJP will be looking to get momentum, consolidate. If it has to repeat 2019, this is the phase where it needs to show that it can continue to dominate north, central and western India. I think the two problem states that one will look at from the BJP's perspective are Karnataka and Maharashtra. These are two states which have shown some signs of potential trouble for the BJP and opportunities for the opposition. The Revanna issue in Karnataka, issues of rural distress that have played out in Maharashtra, all of this could be looked at very closely. And there is Uttar Pradesh. If Akhilesh Yadav has to show that he is a challenger once again, then these are the seats in the Yadav belt in places like Mainpuri where Dimple Yadav is contesting. That will be interesting to see. My own focus and a seat I will look at closely is Baramati. Sharad Pawar has dominated this seat way back from 1967. Now faces a challenge from his own nephew Ajit Pawar, who's put up his wife against Sharad Pawar's daughter. So the Pawar legacy at stake there in Baramati. In Konkan, in Maharashtra, the Shiv Sena battle taking place. So lots of battles within a battle in this phase. It's going to be a very, very interesting phase of the elections.
Interesting phase with many, many heavyweights. Rajdeep, for the moment, thank you, but I'm going to keep coming back to you, to get your take on all the different states that we're talking about. So I can't wait to get you back in on our coverage. But I'm going to shift completely now back to Gujarat, where our live cameras are fixed on Union Home Minister Amit Shah. In Ahmedabad, Prime Minister Narendra Modi is going to be arriving very, very shortly. The Home Minister speaking to his staff. The Prime Minister's team has also landed there. Only a few feet away from where Amit Shah is standing now is India Today's Pallavi Saha, who tracks the BJP and politics and elections for us. She's been down there in Ahmedabad quite a few times this year to track the BJP's campaign in a state it is most confident about. And Pallavi was just telling us about the entire Panna Pramukh system within the BJP, where a page from the voter list becomes the responsibility of one person, from bottom to top, from the youngest Karyakarta all the way to the Union Home Minister, who considers himself, a Karyakarta of the BJP as well. Everyone has a responsibility as far as canvassing, convincing people, bringing them out and persuading them to come out and vote. That's what the system is all about. It's highly regimented, and Pallavi was actually in Ahmedabad with the Home Minister for an exclusive chat with him about how the BJP sees Gujarat. It's interesting. It's a heavyweight election as far as Gujarat is concerned. You've got Amit Shah, you've got Mansukh Mandaviya, you've got Parshottam Rupala, who's fighting his first Lok Sabha election, who actually put the BJP in a bit of a spot over his remarks on the Kshatriya community. So we'll have to see what kind of effect that actually has as far as these elections are concerned. But the literal margin that the BJP enjoys in Gujarat means that the fear factor is possibly just minimal. Add to that what Pallavi was telling us about the state of play within the Congress party, a party that had once shown some spunk, a party that has ruled Gujarat many a time in the past, but a party that is now rudderless, scattered, factioned, and bleeding towards the BJP. Polami, I want to bring you back in right now. Last few minutes, I'm guessing, before the Prime Minister arrives, a Union Home Minister, you know, the good lieutenant waiting there for the Prime Minister. His cavalcade appears to have just arrived there where you are, Polami.
That's right. Some of the vehicles as part of the Prime Minister's cavalcade have in fact arrived over here. They're just standing by for the Prime Minister to arrive in a short while from now. Like we did have pictures earlier of the Prime Minister leaving from Raj Bhavan, where he stayed the night, of course, and he did urge voters early this morning to step out and cast their ballot. Of course, the low voter turnout, Shiv, has been an area of concern as far as Gujarat is concerned as well. It didn't see spectacular voting in the 2019 Lok Sabha elections as well. The percentage was at about 64.51%, and today heat wave conditions are predicted across Gujarat. In fact, Gujarat has been scorching hot through this entire campaign as well. So there is some amount of worry as to whether voters will step out and cast their vote. But yes, the Election Commission has made all kinds of arrangements in terms of putting up shamyanas, having ample supply of water, ORS at all polling stations, so that voters do come out and cast their vote. And if anyone needs any sort of assistance, doesn't feel too well while of course they are at the polling station, arrangements have been made in order to take care of them. But yes, all politicians of all hues and colours are asking everyone to come out and cast their vote, especially in the early hours where right now it's still bearable. It's not piercingly hot at the moment. Right now it's only that you're sweating. We are of course along the state which has the largest coastline.
Follow me as he's walking towards you now.
Going to be. Yes, we are of course seeing images of the leaders who are of course here. Shiv, the Home Minister is over here as well. We're still standing by for the Prime Minister to arrive at the polling station, but the guard is definitely up right now because in moments from now, now that the dole has started playing again, I think that's probably indication that the Prime Minister is expected to arrive here shortly. So they are, of course, preparing themselves for the Prime Minister's arrival. And many of the BJP leaders that we see on our screens right now just walking up and down
in just a moment. I think you're unable to see the images from where you are. We'll wait until he reaches a little closer. The Prime Minister just being formally welcomed by Union Home Minister and members of the Gujarat BJP and government. There he is, Prime Minister now waving to the crowds as he walks towards the polling booth with Home Minister Amit Shah. Let's just get some sound in from the crowd. Prime Minister dressed in the colours of the flag, the colours of the BJP, a saffron waistcoat as he walks towards the polling booth in Ahmedabad where he will be casting his vote. All eyes on the Prime Minister. He's an early bird. 7:38 is when he has arrived there. Always taking a moment to wave to the crowds there. This is his Garh. This is his fortress. This is the state that made him. State of his birth. This is the state that sent him as Prime Minister as well. Prime Minister now walking towards that polling booth to cast his vote. We'll get you more images from just where the Prime Minister will be entering. Big crowds lining this entire road leading up to the polling booth where India Today's Polami and her team are reporting from at this moment. Prime Minister, along with Amit Shah, taking their time to walk the long 300-400 meters to the polling booth from his cavalcade, ensuring that he is as visible as it is possible to be. Remember, we're in the middle of elections. It's phase 3. Gujarat's going to the polls as well. All 25 seats, the 26th, which is Surat, has already been won by the BJP in a perplexing turn of events where the Congress candidate had to be pulled out.